Hey guys, I'm back with a bit of bold action. This time my German forces take on the British, playing 1,000 points. And yes, unfortunately I still have a stand-in Hanomag and a stand-in Panzerfor, but I promise they are coming soon. So the mission I'm playing is point defense, I believe. There's 3 objectives on my side of the table. My opponent has to do is capture one of them for a draw, or capture 2 of them for a win. It's going to be a challenge because my opponent, I know, is foot based, but I've got a few troops set up already. So on the right hand side, holding that little objective, which is the barrels there, I've got my forward observer, and I've got a unit of 8 normal grenadiers, regulars. In there, as all of the guys, all 8-man squads, all have the same thing. They have 1 submachine gun NCO, 1 light machine gun, and an assault rifle. In the center, I've got my Puma, the sniper team on the hill there. Again, the barrels is the objective, and a lieutenant. And on the far left, I've got another 8 guys, as again, submachine gun, NCO, light machine gun, and assault rifle. So this is just a shot at the end of turn 1. Not a lot have happened. Obviously, my opponent's just bringing his units on. He's got 2 infantry units there. I know they had Brens in them, and I think they had submachine gun NCOs as well. He's got the armoured car. Behind the armoured car, he's got his forward artillery observer, and also behind the squad on the right hand side, I believe there's a lieutenant there as well. There's Cromwell. There's a machine gun team just the other side of the stone wall there. An anti-gun team. It's a medium anti-gun, I think 6-pounder. Behind the smoke is a mortar team. The smoke just indicating my barrage, which I've called in. And in the trees, he's got another squad, pretty much armed the same. I think they're all either 8 or 10-man squads. And on the far left, he's got a Bren carrier with ludicrous amounts of machine guns in. He's just a quick shot on the left here. Bren gun. It's got 2 machine guns. It's not a lot, but it seems a lot when it's firing at me. So, turn 2, starts moving up with his units. His Bren carrier runs up and opens fire on my Germans. But do no casualties, do no hits. My guys all start in hidden setup, so I'm really reluctant to move or fire anything. So I quite like my bonus. So at the moment I'm -4 to hit. Here my sniper is just taking some pot shots at the MG team that's trying to move into place, while the Cromwell makes his way down the road there. So in the center, we're looking something like this. He fires with the Cromwell against my sniper team. He managed to take out the sniper's spotter, but other than that, I was okay. He didn't fail his morale. My Puma had to go at the side shot, but did nothing to the Cromwell. Also, just a note, everywhere where you've kind of got hedges or the hills just creating a form of road, we're actually counting it as road as well. So overall, we're looking something like that at the end of turn 2. So the start of the following turn starts out quite nicely for me, as my Puma takes another side shot against the Cromwell. Only manages a glancing hit, but sets it ablaze. And the chaps inside fire the mirror check, so peg it, and the vehicle cancels destroyed. Also, my barrage came in and managed to put some pin markers on the mortar and its spotter, plus the infantry squad. So that's my opponent's right flank, really slowed down now. There's not much it's going to do for a couple of turns yet. While on the opponent's left flank, I managed to get my flamer up in the Hanomag and jumped out and put a couple of pins. Didn't do much damage. I think I might have killed 2 blokes, but I managed to get quite a few pin markers on them, so I'm happy about that. These guys have got pin markers because the Hanomag took pin markers. He was fired at by the armoured car there, but took no damage, thankfully. So overall things looking like this. The Bren carrier is making a dash now for this objective down on the left hand side. But I've got my Puma there to be able to take some snapshots at it. Other than that, nothing else really happens. Down here we were chatting, my opponent was chatting about how he's going to use this observer to call down a barrage on my sniper because it was annoying him, because the machine gun team has been firing at him. I think Actually, what took it out last turn was the 6-pounder. That's what it was. We firing HE managed to hit him. So he's going to bring down a barrage just to try and get him out of the damn way because it was annoying him. So instead, my sniper took him out from behind the armored car there. So I tried to activate my flamer team again. Unfortunately, they failed the morale check. So my opponent then tried to shoot with his infantry and failed his morale check. So they were pinned. And in the end, he opened fire with his armored car to finally take out my flamer team there. Over here, as Brennkara opens up and takes out half of my squad, which wasn't good. I think he managed to get a hit on me earlier on, but failed to kill me, so I'd lost my hidden capability. And by the way, I'm also desperately trying to get on my infantry and my Panzer IV. Yeah, not being able to bring them on is killing me right now. They failed their morale checks twice so far. So as you can see, we're looking like that. So the centre's pretty safe. There's no one advancing against my sniper there to take their objective. My right hand is also pretty safe. My flamers managed to hold up their infantry line. The armor car could be a problem in a second. But other than that, I suppose I can bring my Puma across to deal with the armor car. But the only flank I'm losing at the moment is the left-hand side. I'm running out of men, and he's got an infantry squad on the way, and he's got his Bren there as well. Yeah, as I feared, his Brennkara opens fire and wipes out my infantry squad. My opponent's armor card gets on the move and decides to try and get some vengeance on the observer that caused his left flank to halt for so long. Unfortunately for him, yeah, I actually managed to survive the machine gun shots and just take a pin mark instead. My sniper's racking up some kills right now. He managed to take a pot shot at the machine gun and takes out the machine gun team as he selects the machine gunner itself. And finally, I get my reserves. My Panzer still doesn't turn up, but at least I've got my infantry. They just run towards the objective there. If I get the first dice next turn, they'll probably assault the Brennkara. Because they're within 6 inches, there's no reaction fire, and it's open top, so any kind of hit will destroy it. And if there was a dice that won me the game, it was this. I managed to draw first and get my unit to activate. They charged in, took out the Brennkara. My opponent's armor car is trying to drive my infantry off the right hand marker, but no success. My opponent finally gets some revenge on my sniper. The last couple of turns he's been trying to get his mortar on, but been failing checks and failing to hit and then failing check to fire. This time they've passed the morale to actually fire their mortar, and we need to force it hit me and blast him to pieces. So out of spite, I run my observer around the corner to his advancing infantry, and he pulls out his pistol and successfully kills one of the infantrymen that was on the way in. So in the final turn, he used his armor car to take out my observer, and that's how it ended. So it's getting close. He's managed to push onto the locations, but thankfully my flamer and sniper managed to hold up most of the center, putting pin markers in, and then my opponent unfortunately just couldn't get activated to move anyone, and then my barrage actually came in on the left hand flank and pinned them. So overall it was a good showing of the game. The British definitely got the better of me towards the end there, and if we had one more turn it could have been a completely different story. But for now, it's a German win, and it was a good game. As always guys, thanks for watching, I really appreciate it. Just to let you know, and when I get 300 subscribers I have a giveaway. If you look up one of the Celts calls from the past videos, it'll just tell you how to try and enter and take part. The prize will be a copy of War and Conquest signed by its author, Rob Broom. Okay guys, catch you later. Farewell.